All right, so 5.56 gas guns traditionally are very gassy. Bolt guns, on the other hand, you want something quiet suppressor-wise. And what if you could have your cake and eat it too? And that is why we're going to be talking about the Otter Creek Labs Infinity 5.56K today, and why we think that this is probably the most versatile 5.56 6mm bore diameter can on the market right now. Really quick, after having some issues with YouTube community guidelines and them pulling content, this is our quick disclaimer here. This video is purely for educational and informational purposes. If you guys could also like this video, comment down below with any questions that you've got from watching it, and then also subscribe to our channel. It helps us out a ton. We've got a jam-packed schedule for the channel through the rest of the year, and we are really excited about some of the content that we've got coming down the line. So Infinity 5.56K, what is going to be the big difference between it and some of the other options on the market? Number one is going to be the fact that you can really tune this can depending on if you're running a bolt gun, whether you're running a high pressure gas gun that you really want to tame the gas on it. You have the ability to do that with their coaxial ports and their adjustable end cap system. It makes it awesome in that regard. Number two, the other sweet thing about this is that now that they're using additive manufacturing and 3D printing, they're able to get pretty complex with the internal geometry of this. So in the 5.56K, you're supposed to be getting polonium performance in a high flow can, which is, it's pretty awesome. You'll see it in this video. I've been really amazed with the Infinity series and how great they are at regulating gas back into the weapon system without necessarily sacrificing sound. Cut there. One other question that we get increasingly about 5.56 cans as well is, will it work on a 6mm? And yes, the Infinity 5.56K does have a 6mm bore. So whether you're shooting 6 ARC, 6 Creedmoor, 243, you've got a 6 Max, this can handle it. I've actually spent the last 6 months with this can on the end of a 6 Creedmoor bolt gun and their basically their PRS brake that they make for the Infinity series, and I've loved it in that setup. It's been great. So in a previous video, we talked about the Infinity 7.62, and there's some differences with the 5.56K over the 7.62. Number one, it is supposed to be quieter than the 7.62 on 5.56 guns, which is pretty awesome. It's also an inch shorter. It's coming in at 5.5 inches instead of 6.5 inches. And then it's 15 ounces instead of 20 ounces like it is in the 7.62. The 7.62 was printed out of Inconel, whereas the 5.56 is printed out of Haynes 282, which allegedly, while it's lighter than Inconel, is supposed to be just as strong, if not stronger at temperature than the Inconel. Ultimately, most people aren't going to run them hard enough to ever have to worry about those differences between Haynes and Inconel, but having run both of them pretty hard, I've been very impressed with how well this handles heat. And I obviously haven't blown one up yet, and I don't plan on it because they are bomb-proof. All right, so we've got it on the end of a Colt 11.5 upper. This is just about the gassiest upper that we own, so we thought this is probably the best to shoot this video with. There's also a ton of these out in circulation too, so it'll give you a good idea of how it runs on a pretty widely adopted upper platform. So here we go, let's see how it is gas-wise. So as you can tell, there's a little bit of gas coming back, but it doesn't choke you out. You don't really notice it. I feel like if the gun is very well oiled, you do notice it a little bit more. You have it oiled normally, it's not dry. It still is very comfortable. I mean, you can, and I'm not getting choked out by gas. And the sound on it is a lot better than some of the other high flow 5.56 cannons out there. So out of the box, the Infinity 5.56K is going to be about the same size as a Huxworks Flow 5.56K. Where it doesn't ship with a mount, obviously that mount's going to add a little bit of length to it, but very, very comparable in both size and weight. All right, so we're talking about those coaxial gas ports and how you can tune the pressure of the system via the end caps. This is going to give you kind of an idea of what happens. So number one, this is going to be the high flow end cap. This is going to be their medium flow end cap. The no back pressure end cap, or the high back pressure end cap, that is essentially just going to have no holes in it. So you can see that without the end cap on there, it's actually, you've got all of these coaxial ports, these holes in the end of it, that are essentially venting gases forward to flow out of the can. And by changing the end cap, you're now changing the pressure within that coaxial venting system, that is going to increase your back pressure or decrease it depending on if you've got a high flow or like a no flow end cap on the end of it. So something we thought we'd do really quick is just a quick comparison of the Flow 556K and the Infinity 556K, just to give you guys a little bit of a sound comparison. I do consider these two cans to be the direct competitors to each other. I own both of them, and we just want to give you guys an idea of the sound differences there. So Infinity 556K first. So side by side, Infinity 556K and the Flow 556K. The Flow, in my opinion, for its size, has always had a really great tone, and the back pressure reduction has always been unreal, in my opinion. I think that can, for the size, does an amazing job of keeping blowback up out of your face. That being said, the Infinity 556K, while it might have just a little bit more gas coming back than the Flow, I do think that it sounds quite a bit better, and this is with the high flow, low back pressure end cap. So if you can stomach having more gas coming back into your face, you're running it on a bolt gun, etc., you are able to take this can and run it a lot quieter as a result. So one really quick thing, we have had this can for about 6 months now. We've put a lot of rounds through it, both on bolt guns, gas guns, you name it. Otter Creek Labs sent us this one out ahead of time as a kind of a pre-production sample, and it's awesome. Full disclosure though, we are friends with the guys at Otter Creek. I talked to Andrew quite a bit, and we love those guys. They make awesome products, and they're really fun people too. It really is gassed well. Like, it does have a little bit more gas than the Huxworks, but I think for the sound suppression that you're getting out of it, the fact that it does have a hub rear on it so you can run whatever mounting system you want, and then the ability to change those end caps and go from high back pressure to low back pressure, I personally think that this absolutely smokes every other 5.56 can that's on the market. So over the last 7-8 months, there has been an explosion of 5.56K cans on the market. Whether it's the Stealth Additive Works Tisha, you've got the Four Systems Recce, Thunder Beast Spiro. That's also one of my favorites. I like the Spiros a lot. But there's been a ton of different 5.56 cans out there. And one thing that I like about the Infinities in comparison to some of the other options on the market is that it's running the Haynes 282 in comparison to, like, let's say, some of the titanium stuff out there. And with that, you are getting more weight. But on a low back pressure 5.56 can, especially if you're gonna be running on 10.5s, 11.5s, you name it, some of those titanium cans, even the full size ones that are low back pressure, we have seen huge blast baffle degradation in the first 100, 200 rounds that just gets worse as it goes on. I've got one friend in particular who has a low back pressure 5.56 can made out of titanium. It's 3D printed, and it is one of the newer ones that's on the market. And the first 200 rounds, he had massive degradation on his blast baffle that just continued going on. I don't want to say his blast baffle is completely shot, but it's definitely larger than a 30 cal bore diameter and way larger than a 5.56, which is what it started as. So with that Haynes 282 and the fact that you are getting a very, very durable material in these short 5.56 cans that really do put a lot of use and abuse on that blast baffle, I think that the Infinity 5.56K is the option in my opinion. So kind of some of the cons, in my opinion, with the 5.56K, and take this for what you will actually think that for some people it makes a lot of sense. The can basically ships you get the basically the medium back pressure end cap with it. Doesn't come with a mount. Doesn't come with like a 1/2x28 rear adapter. It's just the end cap and the suppressor. There's nothing else in there. I do wish that it did include some other vented end caps, or it included a rear mount. That's not really a big gripe. They do offer it as an elite package that's basically coming with the can, all the end caps, wrench, a reared-in hub system with a reared-in muzzle device. So there is an option for kind of fully loaded, but as the standard one ships, I wish it did at least just have like a 1/2/28 thread adapter on the back of it. So in closing, Infinity 5.56K, whether you want something for your 6-arc gas gun, you want something for a short-barreled 5.56, and you need it to be heavy use and hard duty, but you don't necessarily want a crazy boat anchor on the end of the gun, I think that the 5.56K is hard to beat. You have the versatility of the tunable end caps. You also have the ability to throw it on 6 mils, and it's a hard option to beat. One thing too, but this goes back to the whole durability argument that we talked about earlier, it is heavier than some other cans on the market. Some people are going to view that as a downside. I don't necessarily think that it is. The reason being is that it is a super durable can, and 3, 4, 5 years ago, if you had a heavy duty, heavy use 5.56 can that was coming in at 15 ounces, that was pretty hard to beat. And this is way more durable than any of those cans were at the time with lower back pressure. So thank you guys for watching this. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We are getting close to 1,000 subscribers, and we are gonna have a pretty rad kind of celebration, I don't know, for our 1,000 subscribers. We're looking forward to it. Thanks, guys.